everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tonight I'm here with beautiful Lilibeth and I'm going to do another live makeover for you guys. So I'm going to get started. I already did one of her brows. I'm going to start working on this other one. And Lilibeth is so beautiful. She does not need any makeup. So we're going to play. We're going to do something fun. Instead of doing something natural, I'm going to do like a fun cat eye smoky eye and then like a nude lip, and we're going to play with highlighting and contouring today. So she has a really great brow shape. I'm just going to define it. Since I'm going in a little more dramatic on the eyes, I want her brows to be more defined too. So I'm going to fill it in lightly with a pencil and then go in with powder. Yay! Yay! So I use that Anastasia brow palette. I'm going to go in with Ebony. Since her hair is black, we want it to match. And since we are live, we do have the chat room open. So if you guys have any questions, you can leave me a comment and I'll try to make time to get to some of them.
And this is just filling in, right?
Yeah,
okay.
So I just filled it in a little bit with the pencil, just to have something to stick to it. And now I'm just defining it a little bit with the powder. Just to give you a nice shape. But your natural brows, I feel like when you have natural, pretty dark brows, you're lucky. Like on a day-to-day, you don't have to fill in your brows unless you want to.
For the out time look.
Yeah, I mean no one has to, but brows do make a big difference. Having them done.
I'm curious to see how they look because I haven't done it before. So,
really?
Yeah.
You've never done it?
No, I'm super excited.
Okay, I'm excited for you to see too. They're definitely gonna feel dramatic then.
Okay.
Because the lights are so bright in here that I have to do like more makeup to even show up. So they'll be dramatic, but they'll be fun. Woohoo! So if you were to do it for like day wear, I wouldn't go
as much.
This dark. Yeah, I would do, so this is the ebony, I would do the medium brown.
Okay.
So I'll show you. So this is what I'm doing here. I would do this
even
one,
the dark
brown.
Okay.
Yeah, the dark brown or the medium. Okay. Look at me. Good. And then I'm just going to outline the brows a little bit with concealer just to define them. And then I'm going to prep her lids and we'll get started on her shadow. And I always prime the lids, especially when you want to do more of a dramatic eyeshadow look, because shadows will go on so much more vibrant and they'll last a lot longer too. Even if it's just concealer, this is actually just concealer.
Oh, okay.
But if you put on a base. And I usually like concealer better than foundation because it's more for the lids. Because it's more full coverage and it doesn't have as many of the hydrating ingredients, so it's you won't matte and it won't crease. Sometimes if you put foundation on your lids, your shadows will, have you ever had that happen? They'll get like a line in it partway through the day
I'll have
or something
to use
like that.
the primer, so this is like a primer.
This is a
Okay.
concealer, so I'm using it as a primer. But if you get, like some people just get oily eyelids and their shadows always crease, then you want to use like an actual primer.
Okay.
Like Urban Decay has a really good one that's called like Primer Potion, and it just is a little stick. It looks like a lip gloss wand. Just put it right on top. What do you usually use to prime your lids?
It's the Mica Beauty. It's an actual primer for the eyeshadow.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's good.
It's really thick, so.
Yeah, the thick ones are very like long wear. Go ahead and close. And usually I'll conceal, like when I do this part, I'll also conceal or color correct the inner tear duct. Like a lot of people have like a blueness there or something like that, but you have nothing. So I don't have to do that on you.
Very cool.
And I'm just gonna go in. My beauty blender, do you love the music?
Just to feel funny sitting still for so long.
Yeah.
It's happy music.
It is happy music. So I'm gonna do like a copper gold on her lid and then smoke it out with a deep V and do some winged liner and some really fun lashes on her. You've never worn lashes, right?
No,
Okay,
I've
I'm
tried
so
and it just
excited.
like does not. It falls off. Like
Oh my gosh.
I think the only time I've ever done it is like for Halloween because I always think they're pretty and I want to try it and I just never use them because I haven't found good glue.
It's all about the glue. I'll show you some good glue.
Okay.
Go ahead and close. Everyone always says that, like the hardest thing is the lashes.
And I think I always get nervous on where to place it and because I always like I'm afraid I'm gonna put it too high and then you see the gap and it doesn't look natural, or if I'm gonna stick it on my eyelashes and I'm afraid of ruining
Go
them.
ahead and close. Yeah, and that's definitely a thing. Like you said, putting them too high so you see the gap.
Mhm.
That's no bueno. Kind of defeats the purpose of the lashes. Like, I feel like the point of the lashes is to give you a lot of depth right by your lash line so your eyes look dramatic. You have a space there. You just look kind of off.
So is this the shadow?
This is the shadow, so I'm just
Okay.
going in with like a lighter bone color, just right under your brow bone to lift it a little bit and put it in your inner tear duct.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add a little bit of shimmer there too.
Ooh, sparkly.
Yeah, this
sparkly.
one's Shroom by MAC. This one's just like very sheer. It has like a light wash of color. I don't love like glitter under the brows, but I like a light sheen, like something that looks more glowy than
Yeah.
glitter. I like glitter on the lid. I love glitter, but
Yeah.
Got it close. So I'm just going in with my lighter colors to create a base. This is what's going to help you blend this out. So whenever I do like more of a smoky look and I go in with darker shadows, I
Okay.
start with lighter ones first and I fill in like this crease area where the top of the blend is.
Okay.
And then as you get darker, you go lower, closer to the
Oh,
crease.
okay.
And then it creates like a gradient and then it looks like perfectly blended.
Okay.
So that's what I like to do.
Good to know.
So I'm going to go with a couple different MAC shadows, and then I have this Viseart palette that I really love. It's all neutrals. I think it's like,
See, and that's what I tend to use the most, is just a lot of like browns and neutral tones and
but they're just like so flattering. They look good on everybody, and if you know how to apply them, you can still create a ton of different looks. It's funny how many shades of neutral there are too. Like you can have a million neutral eyeshadows and still not like have everything.
you're like, I need that one. I want another one. Makeup is fun.
Makeup is super fun. Where do you like to makeup shop?
I'm like, so, yeah, I've just pretty much just not been the best about it, but I do like to, I've always just gone in the mall or Sephora's, so.
Yeah.
But I have, like, cousins that do Mary Kay and then friends that do Unique, so I've used a couple things from there.
Awesome.
So any tips and suggestions are greatly appreciated.
Yes. I'll give you lots. And you'll have your very own video. You can watch it and see your own tips whenever you want.
I like take my notes, go shopping, have more things to play with.
So I'm going on with like a burnt orange actually because
Okay.
I'm gonna layer into a darker color. So I started with like a lighter peachy bronze, and I went in and did a very wide V, and now I'm doing a slightly smaller V with
Okay.
this burnt orange color. And
So
then
it's
I'm
like
gonna go
an
with brown.
inlay inside of it. Okay, great.
Exactly. Exactly. You have like really pretty golden warm undertones, so I feel like the warm shadows look really pretty on you.
Thank you. Now I always worry about how far I go with my shadow, so I don't feel like, because I think the smoky, I'm always afraid they're going to come out like raccoon eyes.
Yeah. The trick actually, like you can go pretty far out with it if you want. It just looks more dramatic. So I'm going to go slightly far out. I'm going to turn you a little more towards me. Slightly far out on you. But the trick is to like not go too far down.
Okay.
Because that's when you get that's when you get raccoon eyes. So I'm going to show you. That's like one of the reasons I like to do the eyes first.
Okay.
Because I really like to sculpt out that outer V. So I'll take like a Q-tip or something and I'll wipe off that makeup and like create a line because I think it's really pretty.
Easier to keep them closed right now?
Yeah, you can keep them closed.
Just want to make sure.
Whatever's easiest for you, you can do. And if I need you to do something else, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Go ahead and close. Good job. Have you ever gotten your makeup done before?
Just when I got married. Like, that was like the only time I got it like professionally done.
So fun. What kind of look did you do for your wedding?
I think the same thing. It's just like a lot of the brown on the eyes and then the eyeliner. We did the, and then, oh, sorry. And then, that's the thing I think I was trying to find a good lipstick color was, it was like this goldish, brownish lipstick color, which looked really pretty, but I haven't been able to find something kind of like that. I feel like they're either too dark brown or they're too gold. So.
Yeah, it's so hard to find the right color. So it's kind of like a golden nude for your wedding?
Yes.
That's pretty. I don't think I've seen your wedding pictures. I'll have to stalk your Facebook after this.
I know, right?
Go check them out.
Scroll back to the beginning.
I don't know, honestly, if my wedding pictures are on Facebook. Go ahead and close. Our bridals are. So, like, we did, the day after we got married, we did, like, just the photos, the professional photos of me and my husband. And, like, I think when I got my wedding pictures back, I loved them. I just never posted them.
I think that was, like, I mean, it was a while after started Facebook after we had gotten married. So it was like, what pictures am I going to have? Our wedding pictures. So they were totally on there.
That's awesome. So, sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say that was, I think, the only one thing that I did want to spend on was getting a photographer, because everything else we did really good and we're able to save and not do too much money.
No, that's seriously so smart. That's what I tell everybody. Like, when you're budgeting, get a good photographer, because you're going to have the pictures forever. And get your makeup done and love your dress. Everything else like goes away.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
It'll work out. It'll be okay.
Exactly. Cut and close.
So is this a different color?
So it's a different color. I'm just mixing a bunch of browns.
Cool.
And darkening up that crease area.
That's always the lighter to the dark gradient.
Exactly. And every time I go down to a darker color, I switch brushes and I use a smaller brush, and that helps keep it in its own little zone.
Oh, okay.
And that helps with blending too. I've seen, like, I think most people have like one big fluffy blending brush they do their shadows with, which is great, but then it just kind of spreads the color everywhere and then it looks
okay, because I've had that before where I feel like, okay, it started looking nice and then it just went all together.
Yeah. The trick is to switch and have like just 3. Like if you have 3 brushes, like a big fluffy blending brush, a medium blending brush, and then like a smaller, like a pencil brush or something like that, you can do anything. Do all your eye looks. It keeps the color separate too. I'm going to turn you a little bit. That way when you go and blend, like sometimes I'll pack on the darker colors with that small brush. I'll just like press it into the shape I want. And then I switch to one of the larger brushes and I just slightly blend it.
Oh, okay.
And that helps too. Cool. Now I'm going to take like a flat shader brush. And I'm going to go into that warmer bronze and then that like burnt orange. Go ahead and close. And I'm just going to press it into this right to meet the V. Just right up to the edge of like her eyeball, basically. Just to darken up that, and then I'm gonna go in with like a gold.
Yeah, I have that all the time. And then I like the sparkly ones, so then I'm all glittery underneath afterward.
Yeah, go ahead and close, and then they're everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with like this super, super orange shadow, and I'm gonna layer it. So I'm gonna do that, but I don't want it to be that bold, and I'm gonna put this brown over top of it.
That'll be
Just to mix it, because I really like the tone of that color, but I don't want you to be so orange. So this, once I put on the bronze over top of it, it's just gonna peek through. This orange color is actually really pretty. It's like just the right shade of orange that it's actually pretty wearable.
Okay. Looks really pretty.
Yeah, I really like it. It has a lot of shine to it too. This color, I always start closest to the lash line because that's where I want it to be the most dramatic. And then when there's not as much left on my brush, I'll spread it out through the rest of the lid, just in the places I haven't done shadow yet. So I meet the color and then I bring it up to this little crease.
So it's still kind of like in that little corner inside the V?
Yeah, now it's inside the V. So this is basically the lid color. So like everywhere I haven't put the V, basically, I put this.
Fill it in, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's always the trick. I'm like, I don't know where to place the colors so where it'll blend and it'll look natural, but you can see the different colors still.
Yeah, because it makes a big difference, and there's like little tiny variations people don't think about of like placing the color that make a big difference. I'm making like another YouTube video that's like edited and cut and stuff like that, and it's about eyeshadow, and I have a little graph where I show like the zones
to
put shadow.
Yay!
So when that one comes out, I'll let you know, and that will be, it's a good reference. It's kind of like the base of all
I think that's what
shadows.
I like playing is with eyeshadow, and I just need more tips on how to do different things.
Totally. Yeah, shadow is super fun. Here's so this is like a moisture spray.
Okay.
And I like to spray, it's almost gone. I like to spray my brush when I do any shimmer shadows because it intensifies it and they look really shiny. So this is that bronze color, and layered over the orange, it just looks like a really pretty, like a perfect copper color.
Oh, okay.
And shadows are just like anything else. You can layer them, like just because you put one shadow on top of another, it means that it will like take on the tones of what's underneath too. So even if you only have like 6 shadows, you really have like more shadows than that because you can layer them. So pretty. Okay, so now that those are on, I'm going to clean up under her eyes with some makeup remover. Look up for me. These little pads have like webbing on them.
Okay.
So they're not like, you can feel, it's not scratchy, but they have a little bit of texture, but it really gets like all the product off. So I really like them.
I go buy some of those. I always use Q-tips.
Yeah, Q-tips work good too.
Yeah, I
Not
feel like I
for
can. I know when I need the bigger space, like this would be good.
Yeah, when you need the big area.
Especially when I do the eyeliner, I'm like, I need to fix it, so I'll go with the Q-tip.
Yeah, the Q-tips are good though for eyeliner. Okay, look forward. So now I'm gonna go in and I put this is micellar water. It's like a makeup removing water.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go from like the edge of your eyes out to a little below the tail of your brow. and make a nice V shape. So I just cleaned up any shadow
So
under
it's
there.
getting the, okay.
So you have the V, and then it's like the perfect track for your eyeliner. Like you can literally just trace where the shadow is, and it's way easy.
Very neat.
I'm gonna use gel on you. So I like gel. I love liquid too. I think liquid's way faster once you get the hang of it.
I always use liquid just because I feel like it's quicker and I'm done and
so
one
much
swoop
quicker.
in. It's like, okay, good. But then I haven't tried, the pencils I've not been good with. I always feel like I don't get a clean line, and I personally like the clean line on me because I feel like I get a pop. But the pencil, I'm like, it's not, I always end up like making it way thicker than I want it to.
Yeah, the pencil's, I feel like the pencil's more made for like smudging and smoking, because you really can't. It's really tricky to get like a sharp line with the pencil.
Yeah, and I feel like with that, like, down?
Close, yeah.
Close, okay.
Good job.
I feel like I'm not sure how to do it with the pencil.
Yeah, the pencil's tricky. I keep a couple pencils in my kit, but I usually just like, you can do everything with gel because you can get a clean line or you can
So what
smudge
is
it.
the gel? Because I actually haven't used the gel liner before. This is where I don't use makeup all the time.
Oh yeah. The gel is what comes in the pot. So it's just like a cream kind of, but then it dries to a matte finish.
Oh, nice.
Look down for me,
right,
and then
down
over
right there?
here a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Hold your eye right there. I'm just going to draw on the inside corner. This just flattens out the skin and helps me get a cleaner line. You're good. It's so weird when someone else draws liner on you. Okay, you can close. You did awesome. So with winged liner, or like a thicker liner, a good trick to see how thick to do. Go ahead and open and look for what I'm going to do. The wing, why I talk, which is hard. A good trick to do is like open your eyes and look forward. And you're gonna see, go ahead and close. You're gonna see how much of your lid is showing. Like people with hooded eyes that want to do a wing, you don't have hooded eyes. They usually don't have as much lid showing, so you want to do a really
because I usually do my eyeliner with my eyes open, and I'm like holding my eye and like stretching it out.
No, that's perfect. Go ahead and close, because then you can see exactly what
the way
it's
it'll
gonna
look when
like.
it's done.
Yeah, because it looks so much different when it's open. Open. Close. Alright. Look down a little more. Actually, go ahead and close. I'm just going to get, what I want to make sure is that I'm getting right up to her lash line. Because I don't want a white space right next to her eyeliner. Just like we were talking about how that looks funny with lashes, it looks funny with liner too.
Yeah. There's times I've missed, but I'm like, I can totally see it.
Yep.
Oh, gotta do that part again.
Yep. So the lashes we're going to do on her are by House of Lashes, and they're so pretty. And they have a thicker band, like a thicker dark band, so they'll look a little bit more dramatic, but they'll also cover up some of her liner. So I'm keeping that in mind as I do her liner. If I do it too thin, it's not even going to show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead and look forward. I'm going to do the wing over here. And the one time you don't want to pull the skin is when you're doing this V, because otherwise you're going to change the shape. Okay, go ahead and close. You're doing this wing. It's hard not to get in the way of the camera when I'm doing this. A little. I like angle brushes for this that are really, really stiff.
Yeah, I know.
When I draw, you don't have. But there was like one little hair that was going off to the side.
It's like, no.
Yeah, and then it will draw like its own little line, and that's no good.
Is there anything to help keep that brush that way so you don't have to replace it as often?
Yeah, just being careful when you clean it, like being gentle. And then when I go into the shadows, I go in the gel, I go in a straight line, and then I kind of swipe it so it like sharpens it like a knife.
Okay.
But a good quality brush, like this is MAC, and I think this is like 11 years old. Go ahead and close. And it's fine. Like,
and it's held up really well.
Yeah, that's literally the only time it's ever had like a random hair.
Just wanted to be difficult.
You know, I'll just cut it off. Its little base. Okay, go ahead and open and look over here. Yeah, good job. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of, because sometimes I carry like a ton of different sets of brushes. Like if I'm doing a wedding and I'm doing like 8 bridesmaids, I'll just use a new set on each person and go ahead and close because I don't have time to clean them in between everyone. So I've tried, like sometimes I'll get less expensive brushes that are angle ones, but they do, it's like you use them twice and then it's like everywhere.
It's frayed.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I know.
That's worth the expense.
Yeah, totally. Open. Good. These are good. They're like a good investment brush because you're going to use it for everything. Go ahead and close. Like if you use powders on your brows, you can use the same brush.
Oh, okay. That's the one like that would be good to fill it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me close. Okay, and since I'm going to add lashes, I'm going to smoke out that line. I'm going to go in with some black shadow too.
Okay.
Going with this black, I'm going to mix it with a teeny bit of the orange just to keep it warm. Go ahead and close. And then I'm just going to go right into this V. And this is a pencil brush. It's like a really dense packing brush. I'm going to go right up against that V.
So is that right at the corner?
Mm-hmm, right at the corner. I really like the way this looks. Just add some nice drama. And I keep this really low. Like I'm blending it up into the crease a teeny bit. That's too orange. But I'm keeping it really, really low.
Okay.
I still want this to be wearable. I don't want black all the way to your brows.
So it's kind of like just below the crease.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just right up against the wing and just below the crease.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
My voice is getting dry.
Do you need more water?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. It's so hard to find a good like matte black shadow. Like I want one that's like pure black.
Is it more of a gray scale?
And this is a really good palette. Yeah, sometimes they just go on gray-ish. Okay. So now we're gonna go in with, I'm gonna work on her face a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in with the damp beauty blender, a little facial sponge. Just do some foundation, and she has like flawless skin. Like she does not need foundation, but when you
I still like a clean look.
Yeah, everyone likes a clean look. It does. It makes a difference, even when you have like perfect skin. Like if you're doing a heavy eye, you almost need like the makeup look on your face.
You do, because there's times I've done it and I just like I see all the red in my face pop out.
Yeah, you
so
see
I
the
have to get the
more. Yeah, it's so true. Because I feel like a heavy eye look will bring out anything, like any small areas of redness. And you really don't. Like you don't have a lot of redness, but everyone does. Like we have veins. We're people. You have stuff going in under your skin.
I'm alive.
Are you and your family gonna do anything fun for Halloween? Like, do you guys do like family costumes?
Funny. You know, Hugo is not one to dress up a lot with the themes, but one year we did do like the Lego. He did Emma and Elle's Wild Style.
Oh, so cute.
And my daughter totally remembers that.
Oh, that's awesome.
But this year Xander loves the Lego Batman, and so he's super excited because he has actually looks like a Lego Batman.
Ooh.
Like it looks like a box, and it's
awesome.
so cool. And I was like, too bad we couldn't find like other ones because they had a Batgirl and we're trying to talk the girls into it, but they were like
so cute.
totally wanting to do something else. But I thought, well, maybe we should do other characters, but it's kind of hard to find something sometimes. I don't know, we're still on the hunt for other ones. I like to dress up, not too much, as long as it's easy.
Yeah.
And then, but it is fun, like, last year they had a few of them that were like Star Wars characters, and it was his aunt and his uncle and his cousin, and so he was the stormtrooper.
That's adorable.
That was fun.
Make sure I got your...
What about you guys?
I don't know yet.
Thank you.
Couples costumes are cute though.
They're always fun.
I have to think of something fun.
Yeah. Lila loves Halloween. Xander's okay with it.
Really? I feel like he would love it.
Anything creepy, he's like, nah, I'm okay.
Oh yeah, I don't like
He doesn't like the creepy part.
Do you? Do you like haunted house
I like
stuff?
the happy, like, fall colors and more of, like, the cutesy stuff.
Yeah.
So.
You like the happy part of
I
Halloween.
like the happy part about
the
Halloween.
happy dressing up Disney part. Look up.
Right.
Have you guys ever gone to the Disney trick-or-treat that they do?
We've never done it. I just heard a friend say prices went up again.
Oh, bummer.
So I'm like, I don't know if we ever will. But we've gone when it's been decorated for, we haven't done the trick-or-treating part, but we have gone during the time that it's decorated, and we love it. It's so cute.
I went last year for Halloween and it was so fun. Not on actual Halloween, but on their like trick-or-treat night. It was the funnest ever.
Yeah, we like Disneyland.
Yeah, so fun.
We're saving up for Christmas.
Love.
Cause
is it a surprise or do the kids know?
They've been asking, and it's funny because Aubrey was totally telling us, Mom, I haven't been to Disneyland. We found a video where we were at Cars Land, and she's totally dancing in the background.
Oh, so cute.
Now, what you using on this part?
So this is Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to highlight you a little bit. So I mixed up tan and medium light.
So it's going on the cheekbones?
So I do like kind of a V under your eyes, like down here and then up.
Okay.
And then I fill it in, and then I do a little bit in your forehead, a little bit on your chin, and then just a line down your nose just to highlight you.
That's the thing, I never know where to put it.
Now you'll have a facial map. Cool. And then I'm just really lightly pressing it into the skin with this beauty blender.
So I guess this is the part I've always like worried like about, because it's like once you put that part on, and then you put the rest of the foundation on, I always feel like I end up blending it too much, and then I look like my face looks like a ghost, and I look like totally white.
Oh yeah, you definitely like. I'm using super light pressing motions, and I'm trying to really keep it in its zone.
Okay.
But you can also correct it with powders. Like I'm highlighting you right now with creams, and then I'm gonna set everything with a powder.
Okay.
So if by chance you were too light or I took it too far, I can just take like a darker contour powder and go over it and darken it again. So.
Because that's the thing. Like I feel like I forgot what I used, and then I'm like, it totally make like with I think it was foundation on top of it, wasn't a powder, and so like it looked really light, and it was just it did not. I was like, no, that's not even my skin color.
Yeah.
So,
look up the
sorry.
eyes. Yeah, good.
I went with my head, not with my eyes.
Everyone does it. Every single person. It's totally my fault.
I know, it's like with kindergartners, you have to model almost everything. And I love them, but it's like it's so funny. You get them so independent by the end of the year, and then you start all over again. And it's like, okay. All right, let's stand. This is how we walk. This is how we sit.
So cute.
They're so sweet. Got a good group this year, too.
I bet they adore you. You're like perfect for that. Lucky kids.
Super fun to teach little ones. They're happy. They like school.
Yeah.
They're like, it's awesome.
Yeah,
well,
that's like
some of them cry at the
stoked.
beginning, so that's kind of hard, but they get used to it after a little bit.
Look up for me.
I think I only had one who didn't even cry a lot. So we had a good beginning of the year.
Oh, good. They're all excited to go.
Yeah, we had a few other ones, though, that they were sad. It was their first time away from home. But it's interesting because the parents, like, I feel for them because I'm a mom, too, and I'm like, just, it's okay. Once you leave, they'll be fine. And literally, it's not even like a few minutes, and then they calm down. Sometimes they'll cry longer when the parents stay because they think, oh, maybe they'll take me home.
Maybe I'll get to skip school.
Right.
Reminds me of like watching kids go to nursery at church. They're like so sad the first time.
They're like, no, and then they realize, oh wait, there's toys here. This is awesome.
Like, this is actually so fun. I love it here.
Yeah, Leo's hitting that age now where we have like a bunch of toys in our church bag, and he's just and everything, and he wants to get down and crawl around. And it's like, okay, let's keep you busy.
So cute.
And he's almost gonna be one more month. Went way too fast.
Just going to lightly go over everything with a little bit of translucent powder, and then I'm going to go in and contour over top.
Okay.
And I put a little bit of translucent powder over those areas that we highlighted.
Okay.
Just to, as it sits on top of it for a little bit, it just brightens it, and then I'm going to dust it off after I finish.
So what does it look like?
Yeah. So I put, in the same areas I put the concealer,
Okay.
I like just patted on a little bit of the white powder.
Okay.
But it's not pure white. I don't put a lot. And then I'm going to dust it off. Yeah, do you do that?
I haven't done it before, but so I'm like, how do you know when to stop?
Yeah, if you put a lot, it just can dry out the skin a
Okay.
little bit. And you don't really have dry skin, so you can do some. If someone had dry skin, I would say don't even do that.
Okay.
Like use mostly creams and hardly any powders, but you don't. But it still is possible to.
Yeah, it's been like a
do it too
combination of
much.
thick skin. I kind of.
Yeah. Go down the bridge of your nose.
And is this a different one?
This is Too Faced. This is their like chocolate Soleil bronzer, so it smells like chocolate. I don't know if you can smell
that's
it.
cool.
Yeah, but it's a really pretty color. It just kind of warms up the face a little bit.
So this is around the middle contour that you had done. Okay.
So I did like the actual base contour, and then I'm gonna go in with this.
Okay.
This is more of like a bronzer, just to warm everything up.
I'm always like, ooh, what's that?
I know. Can you smell it?
Yeah, you
Smells
really can.
good. Yeah, it totally smells like chocolate. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and the translucent powder again, and I'm gonna sculpt out a line right under your contour, right under your cheekbones.
What effect does this have?
So this just really sculpts the cheeks and makes your cheekbones pop, and it cleans up that contour, like to have the lighter color underneath. So this is more of like a dramatic highlighting contour. So I'm just going right underneath that contour and then bringing it up a little bit to give your cheeks like a rounded look. And I'm gonna let that sit on while I do your lashes. Then I'm gonna dust off. I'm gonna take my big fluffy blending brush
So then that's after.
and dust off the other areas. It's like under your eyes and stuff like that. I don't want it to sit too long.
Oh, okay.
Look up for me. Cool. All right, let's put the lashes on you. My favorite part.
They always feel so funny when they go on.
They do, and they feel funny until the glue's dry.
How long do you usually let the glue dry?
I let the glue sit about 30 seconds, and then it's the perfect amount of tackiness.
I think that's probably what it was. I always tried putting it on right away.
Oh yeah, I know.
It was way too runny.
This is Duo brand, so this is like a perfect glue for everything. Like it's long wear, it goes on pretty easy. It just takes, like, you definitely have to wait that 30 seconds
To get
because
the
it goes,
tackiness.
yeah,
Okay.
like there's not really in between. It goes from like wet to like perfect. There's a brand called the House of Lashes brand, actually, the one whose lashes these are. Theirs dries a lot faster.
Oh, okay.
So I almost feel like if your problem is that the glue, like you're impatient, get the House of Lashes glue.
Okay.
It's a little bit stronger, so they're kind of harder to pull off, but...
I'm ripping my eye.
It depends on how you take them off too. If you
Okay.
get like the thin band, like the really inexpensive ones, you can just wash your face and like wash
That'll
them
wash
off.
them off. Okay.
Yeah, and it's no big deal. You can throw them away. But like with these lashes, these you want to pull off before because you want to save them because you can use them a bunch of times. They're nice. Nice lashes. Okay, look down. You can blink if you need to. I just like people to look down instead of close so their eyes don't get stuck. So it's gonna feel weird until it's dry.
Okay. I think I always feel like weird that I'm gonna move it even if,
Oh yeah.
you know, when you're blinking.
Yeah, you can blink though if you need to, because I'll watch it. I'll move it around because sometimes they do slip a little bit.
Okay. Blink, blink, blinkety, blink, blink.
You can totally blink. It's impossible not. Your eyes would water if you didn't, so I want you to blink.
Oh, I just keep them open.
So I think we're gonna do a nude lip on you. I was debating, like, should we do a really pretty pop of color? But I like the nude.
That's the thing, I always like playing up the eyes.
Mm-hmm. I do too on you. You have great lips. You could totally play with color too. Okay, look at me. Good, look down. Yeah, these lashes are awesome. You're gonna like them.
Yay!
Okay, so while that's drying, I'm gonna do the lips. So
It does feel funny.
yeah, they feel weird. I'm gonna go in. This is the Anastasia lip palette, and this
Okay.
is so awesome because it comes with 12 colors, and then it comes with 6 mix-in shades, so you can make
Oh, okay, so
any
that's
color.
what makes the difference with the other colors.
Yeah.
It's funny when you see the yellow, you're like, yellow.
You're like, I don't want
I don't
yellow
know how to
lips.
put yellow, but when you mix it, that makes sense.
Yeah, you mix it in so the yellow would make it look like more peachy or more.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do this brown one, and then I'm gonna keep adding white to it and do like an
Okay.
ombre kind of
Okay.
look on you. So this is like a deep oak brown. So it's like just a neutral brown.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this all over your lips, and then I'm gonna do a lighter color in the center just to make them pop. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of gloss on you too. Probably. We'll see how I feel. I'm excited for you to see these lashes.
I know.
I love them. I love lashes though. I'm like all about the lashes.
I think if I learn how to do it good, I might start using them all the time.
Once you learn how, like once you get comfortable with the glue, they're so fast. Like really fast, especially like these kind are harder because the band is so thick.
Yeah.
And they're stiffer. Oh, like a corner
So I
of the
think
lip.
that's the thing. It's like I always feel like I don't put them on right, and the one side is lifting, but that's maybe when it wasn't tacky enough to stick, right?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
exactly. And you almost have to play with them for a little bit too. Like after you put them on, while the glue is finishing drying, you have to watch them and keep pressing them in. Especially with these, like the stiff bands kind of want to do their own thing. Like I said, those like thinner band ones, the more natural ones, those you almost just throw on and they're like, they just conform to your eyes.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
they know what to do. Kiss brand is really good. I think they have that at the drugstore. Like you can get big packs of Kiss
Okay.
brand, and almost all of them that I've seen at the drugstore are like natural enough to wear for the day, and the band is thinner. Usually it's
Okay.
like kind of the more expensive lashes that have this thicker band, which is actually good. You can buy like the drugstore ones while you're practicing.
Then I can get really good and go buy the nice
Yeah.
ones.
They're the best. There's nothing like good lashes. glare of that light is sometimes so bright it like makes the lip disappear. Like I can't even see what I'm doing. It went away. It's gone. This color by itself is like so pretty on you.
Cool.
I'll give you...
This was just a brown?
Yeah,
okay.
This is just a brown. But this is Anastasia. She's the one I was telling you about. Her lip products are so good. Like, Lily was asking me before we started, like, how to get a really long-lasting lip. Like, she hasn't found, like, her color. So I told her to find her color just in any lipstick, any brand. And then once she finds her actual color, to go get a liquid lip. Because those last all day. So she can put, like, a swatch of her color on her hand and go match it with, like, a brand. I like Anastasia and I like Stila. They're my favorites that I've tried. Kat Von D, have you heard of her line? She was like the tattoo artist.
Oh, okay.
So she has a line of makeup at Sephora. And I haven't tried her liquid lips, but everyone really likes them. So those are good too.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I'm always, work, talking and teaching. And it's like, it's gone literally within like an hour. Anytime I use regular lipstick.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you're at work, especially because your job's so hands-on, you probably don't get like, okay, I'm going to go take a break.
I'm like, I'm going to go catch up. No, it's like once it's gone until like lunchtime.
Right. And there's so many good products out there now for that. Like the liquid lips should last you the whole work day. Like no touch-ups.
Cool.
They're a little more drying if you haven't worn them before. So like I was saying on a different video, I like to just use a good lip chapstick or a lip balm before. I really like the Dr. Lip, the lanolin. It is my favorite. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of white from this palette because the white is going to lighten it up.
I'm like, how's it going to work?
Yeah, I'm going to show you. So white lightens it. They have the black to darken it, and they have all those other color mix-ins.
So you're making it like a lighter shade now.
So it's the exact same color, just a lighter shade. So I'm going to do this right in the middle of your lips just to make it pop. Give it like an ombre look. Just adds dimension.
I never would have thought to do that.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It gives it a cool look. It just accentuates like fullness. It's a good thing to do if you have thin lips, which you don't, because it looks like it gives the illusion of fullness. Awesome. Okay, let's wipe off your bake. So I'm just gonna dust away that powder.
So that was the one that was underneath, right?
Okay. That was the one that was underneath. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that bronzer. Close this. Add a little more bronzer and some glow and mascara. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and it's medium deep, and it's like the perfect bronzer for almost everybody.
Oh, okay.
Even fair skinned people, I really like it. They have I think they do have a darker one if you have darker skin, but this is such a good. This one
works really well.
Yeah, it's super good. Okay, let's go in with our glow. So you have to glow and you have smoky eyes. Let's do, we're going to do 1, 4, 3. This is Anastasia again. This is her glow kit.
Those are pretty.
So it's like a bronzy color. And this is like so glowy. Like they're almost wet looking. But I really like it. And a lot of times I do the glow before blush because I like
an underlay?
I like it all to fuse together.
So when would you use glow? Like you're using it on the cheekbone?
Okay. Cheekbones. And I'll probably do a little bit down the bridge of your nose. Sometimes I do it right above the lips if I want the lips to look more full.
Okay.
This one's not, it's more of a metallic than a shimmer, but it has a couple little flecks of glitter in it, and on camera it looks like you can see them all the little glitters. So it does like a really skinny line down the nose. And the tips just for like a glowy look. So pretty.
Yeah, the eyelash eyelashes are already feeling better.
Yeah, they do. Huh?
Yeah.
Once they're in.
I don't feel like they're down.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Okay, look down for me. Adjust it. Look up. Good. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of color under your eyes now, and then do the mascara. Okay, look forward. So I'm going to do a little bit of gel liner right on your waterline, just about 3/4 of the way in.
Okay, so this is what I've always wondered, because I always feel like every time I've tried to do the underliner, it just looks weird. Like I feel like my eyes just like they disappeared almost.
It does close the eyes a little bit. That's why I'm only going like 3/4 of the way in. I just want to darken up that corner.
Okay.
And just make your eyes look more smoky. I don't actually want to go like all the way around.
So you're going 3/4 of the way in. Okay, cool.
And then look down. I'm gonna look down for me. Perfect. I'm just gonna do wiggle right up in that lash line. Just really darken that up. Because you have really thick lashes. When people have really thick lashes, there's like a lot of skin in between it because you have more layers. So for you, I'm going to put this gel liner right under them.
Maybe that's why I like the liquid liner, because it just goes in between.
It does, yeah.
Everything.
It kind of like
that's
leaks in between. Why. Yeah, that's true.
Because then I get that solid line at the end.
Look down. Yeah, I like that about the liquid too.
And so you're just filling it in with the gel? Cool.
Just going right in. Good. Turn to me.
Cool beans.
Yeah. That's probably why I go ahead and look down. You were telling me too, you always feel like you get a space in between your lashes.
Yeah.
Because it's probably like you're putting them on right. Your own lashes are just so awesome and thick that it looks like a space. Look at me. Good, look down. Perfect, okay. Oops. So I'm gonna go in with a little shader brush, and I'm gonna go in with this darker brown, mix it with a little black. Look up for me.
That was the other thing. I always get afraid to put color down on the bottom. Because I don't know, I guess, where to stop. Because then I feel like, then I have like a ton of eyeshadow underneath my eye.
Yeah.
So you're just doing it really thin.
I'm doing this part, I'm just doing it really thin. I'm matching it up right with that where we stopped the eyeliner. Okay. But depending on the look, you can go thicker. I'm going to take a lighter color and go a little bit thicker too.
Okay.
But if you're nervous, start small.
Okay.
Like start with the thin line. So I'm going to take that bronzy color we put over the lid. Go ahead and look up. Just brush it all the way across. Some mascara. And I'm really going to press your lashes, your own lashes, into these extensions because I don't want there to be a space.
Okay.
And another thing that might help is if you look down for me, and I'm going to just lift your lid, is if you curled your own lashes before you put in the...
So I totally use a spoon to curl my eyelashes.
Oh, that's awesome. Like, do you hold the spoon and you
it's like,
okay,
so it's like the thumb, and then like you push your finger down on the lashes and against, and it makes them curl, because I feel like every time I use the eyelash curler, and it has to be a thin spoon, but I feel like every time I've used the eyelash curler, I get this like rectangle angle, whereas when I use the spoon, I get the
perfect
curve. Yeah.
I have heard of doing that. I've never tried it. That's so smart.
You know, it's funny. People are like, why do you have a spoon in your makeup bag? And so, it's my eyelash curler.
So funny. Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, that was my mom's tip.
It's a good tip. I feel like the lashes on this side are straighter.
Yeah, today they were totally straight.
Were they?
Nothing was done today. I was like, I'm not messing with today.
Yeah, because you
Clean
need
slate.
coming here. And you can blink. You won't mess me up.
Okay.
If you need to. I love bottom mascara. I think it darkens up the whole eye look.
I just feel like sometimes I mess it up.
The bottom mascara.
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost need a different size brush, like a little brush for the bottom ones. Like they need their own mascara. Okay, look down. Okay. So pretty. Okay, I'm so excited to show you. I'm gonna take your hair out.
I'm like, ooh.
You're so glamorous, Lily.
Hey, it's all thanks to you. This is compliments of Julie. I'm looking super excited to see how it looks out.
I know, it's gonna be fun.
Yay!
So let me get you in here. There you go.
That's fine. Oh my gosh. That is so neat. Yeah, wow. Those are way fun. And I love how the eyeshadow came out. And yes, that's a good color. I like the color.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. I love the lashes. I told you they're drama, but they're pretty.
But they're so pretty. I thought my eyes looked kind of big before, but now they're like, hi.
Yeah, no, you have amazing eyes.
These are so fun. I'm not going to want to take them off.
I know. I know, you guys need to go out tonight.
And I'm like, hey, let's go get a little treat. I don't know. Not supposed to be eating after late. Maybe we'll go for a walk.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks for being my model.
Thank you.
And thank you everybody for watching. It was so much fun. I'm live every weeknight, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.